Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Kat, and today I have another video in my series of how much, actually no, this is a new series of how long does it take to finish a product. Like this video will be about how long it takes to pan a bronzer, and I'm doing a whole bunch of different makeup items. I'm doing a Stila liquid glitter shadow. I'm doing a pressed powder, a loose powder, a foundation. So I'm doing lots of calculations and tallying for makeup. But the first one that I finished was my how do you pronounce it? Mura. I'm just gonna call it the butter bronzer. I finished butter. This is my first butter bronzer that I ever got. I got it January 1st is when I opened it. So that's about 5 months I had it. So I completely panned it, as you can see. And this was, if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes. This was $14.99 at CVS or Rite Aid or wherever I got it. And the total net weight in the package is 0.38 ounces or 11 grams. And like I said, I opened it on January 1st, and I would use this bronzer about 2 to 3 times a day. So I would use this bronzer multiple times a day. So the outcome could be different the outcome will be different for different people. Like if you only wear bronzer once a day or once a week, your answer is going to be different. So this is how I wear bronzer, and the formulas I came up are with, how many days I wear bronzer and all that stuff. So like I said, I wear it 2 to 3 times a day. And I got total uses was 140 uses. So I got to use this 140 times, and I just kept track of it. Like in this notebook, I would tally it up. So one check mark, one mark counted for one use. So that is all of the applications there tallied up, and it comes to 140 uses. And if I broke that down, the cost per application is 10 cents. So each application of bronzer cost me 10 cents. And when was the first site I saw pan? The first site of pan was April 9th. And it was about like a pinhead size of the pan, not that much. And I was 85 applications in once I first on my first sighting of pan. On 4/20 I had to repress it because I had all the bronzer in the center was used up, and then it was just all on the sides. So it was easier if I just crushed it up and repressed it. And I was 110 uses in when I had to repress it. And then 5 days after I repressed it, the pan started showing again. And then I finished it up. When was the last day I used it? May 9th was when I used the last of the powder up, and it was completely pan. There is just like this little stain. I guess that's from when I repressed it, or maybe it was from when I think it was from when I repressed it, because I don't remember it being there when I repressed it the first time, or not the first time, when I repressed it after having to chip away all of the stuff at the side. So it can take it takes a while to use makeup up. If I was using this only once a day, this might be more like 6-7 months, almost a year maybe. So it really kind of makes you think of, wow, it does take a while to use product up. So a bronzer, let's say it takes 5 months to almost a year, maybe 5 months to 9 months, I would say, to finish a bronzer. And if you have 10 bronzers, that's a lot of bronzers. So and then you might end up decluttering some of them, or buying ones that you don't like. So this is, I'm not saying don't buy bronzers or anything. I just bought the what is it, the butter palette that Physicians Formula and Walmart came out with. There's no Walmart by me, so I had to get it online, and it came out perfect timing, and it's out of stock right now. But if you can get it when it comes back in stock, the price basically is $14, like $14.50, I think, for the whole set. And you get a bronzer, you get a blush, and you get 2 brand new butter highlighters and a perfume, and the whole set is $14. So for the price of one bronzer, you get 5 products. So I would definitely stock Physicians Formula's website or Walmart's website, because those are the only 2 places, unfortunately, that you can get them right now. But if you're not a fan of the butter bronzer, I do have some other suggestions for you. If you want a straight up matte bronzer, I like using this Wet n Wild Photo Focus press powder in cocoa. It's a press powder, but it is a completely matte powder and is very dark. Not very, very dark. I mean, there is a darker one, but it is a darker, it's a darker toned powder. So this works for bronzers as long as you find the right undertone, but this is a great powder. It's nice and silky. It blends out really well. It's not patchy. I really like this. So this is it right there, and this is 828C Cocoa, the photo focused press powder. And Physicians Formula is my favorite bronzer maker, so I do have a few more Physicians Formulas, and I have one from L'Oreal in here. So let me show you the other Physicians Formula ones I like. I like the Arganwear bronzer also. This also has a smell that some people don't like. I like it because it kind of reminds me of my grandfather. I like the smell, but yeah, some people are not a fan of it, but this is what it looks like. It kind of has three, different colors. It has this has a slight sheen. It's not sparkly, so I wouldn't contour with it, but it's not a crazy sparkly bronzer. This one is kind of light, so I'm starting to get a little tan because it's been so warm and I've been out and about in the nice weather. But that's the light version of it. I do have the darker version somewhere around here, but I can't find it right now. I also like this from Physicians Formula. It's the Glow Boosting 2-in-1 bronzer and highlighter, light to medium. Yeah, so it's the Glow Boosting bronzer, and this is a bronzer and a highlight in one. So you've got your bronzer right here, and then you've got a really pretty highlight. You can just wear the bronzer alone and the highlight alone, or you can mix it together to get like a really pretty shimmery bronzer. This is them right there. This is the shimmer one, and this is the bronzer. So let me swatch it. So this is the highlighter, and the bronzer is right there. This is, like I said, the light to medium one. I need to get the medium to dark one, because since it is going into summertime, my skin does change color. Even though I slather the sunscreen on religiously, my skin still seems to change 1 or 2 skin tones for some reason. But yeah, I do have to stock up on those in the the medium to dark shade. The last one from Physicians Formula, this is an intense bronzer. I wear this at nighttime, or if I have a special place to go. This is, it is a shimmery bronzer. It is, which one is this? This is the Airbrushed Bronzing Veil Deluxe Edition. This is the medium to dark one. It is very intense, and it comes with the 3D sun design on it in the store, and it looks very extra and beautiful, but it is an amazing bronzer. I like to use it on the shoulders and the décolleté area. So this is it right there, and I like to use this as a body bronzer. And then my favorite non-Physicians Formula bronzer is from L'Oreal. This is the Glam Bronze. This is in the shade Deep. I like this because it is not too red toned and not too cool toned. It's kind of the perfect tone, like, for me and for a lot of people. I have all 3 shades. I just pulled dark out because this is the color I will be using shortly. But this is dark, and they have medium. Medium is a perfect contour color for me, and light is also a good contour bronzer color for me. So this is what the dark color looks like. You get a ton of product in this. You get, how much product do you get? You get 11.6 grams, and this is, I think, $10, $12. So those are some suggestions if you don't like the butter bronzer. And once I get my butter palette in the mail sometime next week, I will do a review on it. And I still am doing my spreadsheet series. Tomorrow I am going to do either face palettes or just highlighting palettes. I haven't decided which one I want to put up next, but I'm challenging myself to upload every day this week. So starting today, I will upload 7 days, and then if I can pull it off, I'm going to try and upload 5 to 7 days every week. So I really want to challenge myself to do that, and I'm really looking forward to it. I've been having so much fun doing these spreadsheets and stuff, and like I said, it hasn't stopped me from purchasing stuff. I bought the butter palette. I have a haul that I'm gonna do soon, but it's definitely made me take a step back and really examine my collection and just not buy stuff because it's pretty and sparkly, and when I have, 10 or 15 of those shades or something like that at home. So it's helping me really kind of curate my collection of pieces that I just really love and I'm excited to use every day when I do my makeup. And it's also really interesting seeing how long it actually takes to use up product. I thought that maybe it was going to be like 3 months tops to finish the bronzer up at the way I use it, but no, it took 5 months. And when I use my bronzer, I use it on the face, on the neck, on the chest, and on the shoulders, especially now with it getting warmer out. So yeah, I was really surprised with the results that came out with this little experiment. I am, like I said, working calculating how many uses for like an eyeshadow or a blush and some other stuff. So these do take a little while because I actually have to use the products to finish up the product, and I'm not going to cheat and just sit there and pretend like I put it on and, just count on my hand like, oh, that would be 1, 2, 3. I'm actually going to wear it and, see what the outcome is. I'm going to put Natashas' channel in the cards above and in the description box below. Check her channel out. She is amazing. She did a whole year no buy of makeup, and I think that is so cool because I definitely do not think I could pull that off. I think like if I really, really had to and like was in a lot of trouble, I would have to do it. But fortunately, I don't have that problem, and I just was in awe that she was able to pull that off. So she has a really cool channel. Check her channel out. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow when I post my next spreadsheet video on how long it will take up to use a certain part of my makeup collection. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.